So without further ado, we have a lot to unpack here during just our quick 30 minutes together. So I'm going to hand it over to Brad Otching, Senior Product Manager of all the cool things at CINC, including our homeowner tools. So Brad, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can dive right in. We have a lot to go over today. Okay, so first thing I want to do is kind of just go over our homeowner portal, what we offer, and what you can see. So for those who may not have exposure to everything we offer in our homeowner portal, I'm just going to kind of quickly go through some of the things so you know what to expect. First thing I want to point out that we offer is if your homeowner has not registered for a web access account, which is our portal, or if they're just in a hurry and they need to make a payment, we have what we call our quick payment feature. This allows somebody to go in and make a payment without having to create an account or without having to sign up or sign into an account. They can just click the make a quick payment button. All they need to know is their account number, and that's it. They can put in whatever email address they want to use. It will automatically recognize if their email is already a registered account and ask them to sign in after they make their quick payment. And if they don't have a registered account with that email address, it'll prompt them to create one. But just one quick way for a homeowner to be able to quickly make an online payment without having to go through the account creation process. Other things that we offer, once you sign into the portal, you'll see a dashboard view. This gives the homeowner kind of a top level view of everything that's happening with their account. So this includes whatever their current balance might be, if they have any open violations, any open work orders, any open ACC requests. So you see all of those right there. You can quickly go to make a payment or see your account info, transaction history from this widget here. And then all these other widgets let you just dive right into all those details of those violations or architectural requests, whatever the case may be. In addition to that, we have many other pages that you can add here in the portal. What makes our portal kind of nice for communities and management companies to set up is we make it really customizable for you. So you get to design the page layout, the menu architecture of how you want the pages to look, the titles of the pages to look, all that good stuff, even down to what images you're uploading on the pages, whether or not they're a background image or a banner image. Those are all the things that we kind of offer to make it brandable towards your association or your management company. So we also have a calendar option. We have documents that allows you to be able to, let homeowners or board members access certain documents. You can restrict certain folders to only board members. So when you go to the documents page, they only see the folders that you want them to see. Photos, this is just any photo galleries that you want to set up. Directories, same thing. You can set up multiple directories. You can set up a custom directory, like a tenant directory maybe, or you can just use the default homeowner directory. And then we also have one of our newer features that I just want to highlight real quick is our frequently asked questions feature. So we've had FAQs set up in CINC accounting for a while now, but now what you're able to do is link those FAQs to the homeowner portal itself and decide which one of those FAQs you're going to expose to the homeowner site. And then that just makes the homeowner's life a little bit easier when they log in. If they're trying to find a specific question, what is my balance? You can even make that answer customizable to the person who's logged in, and they'll quickly be able to see what their balance is. All of these different options you can set up in CINC accounting, and then it'll just automatically appear in the homeowner portal. Other pages that we offer, obviously the homeowner ledger. This is just the complete transaction history that the homeowner can see, and it lets them see also any future charges by adjusting their date range, so they can see any new assessments that might be coming up in the future, so they're prepared for them. There's also ACC requests, message center, work orders, violations. These are all just little things to make the homeowner portal experience a little bit easier, so they can add any comments to violations that they need to, submit a work order request, any of those things. One of our latest features that we launched last fall is our reservation system. This allows homeowners to be able to reserve any amenities within that community They can even pay for a reservation payment if they need to, put down a security deposit for that reservation if they need to. All of that stuff has built right into our system, and it allows them to quickly make those reservations. All those transactions are tracked in our accounting system, so there's nothing else you need to do when they make those payments. They get automatically tracked, reconciled, everything's good to go. The one I'm going to be highlighting today is our new miscellaneous items feature. So I'm going to skip this one for a second because I'm going to go right back to it. And then obviously you have your pay assessments feature. This is just whether or not you're setting up recurring payments or one-time payments, just quick options for them to be able to make those payments. And then one of our other new features that we also have is what we is our online voting system. This allows you to set up campaigns within that community that the homeowner can vote on, whether or not it's just a simple survey question that they're trying to get an answer for, like, do we want to get new chairs for the pool, or a board member vote, something like that. You can set those campaigns up and it can link directly to our campaign site. And then finally, we have our board portal. So what's great about our portals is when you set up these pages, you get to decide who sees what page. So any board portal pages you can restrict to a specific committee or a specific board member. And so under here, we have our complete homeowner listing. This will include any homeowners who might not have decided to opt into the directories on the public pages. This homeowner listing gives board members that complete homeowner list without having to know who has opted out. It just gives them that complete information that's private to board members. They can also see a complete overview of work orders, a complete overview of all the architectural requests or violations, all those type of things. Lets them get easy access to those, make comments on them, approve ACC request, or give their recommendation for the ACC request that can be then sent to the management company. And other items that we offer is, we have the ability for the boards to approve all those invoices that might get generated for any work orders or any other invoices that might get created. This allows them to approve those invoices that get sent back to our CINC accounting system, where the management company can then approve them and then get them processed and paid. We also have a board aging view that allows you to kind of see that 30, 60, 90 view of every homeowner's upcoming pay assessments or what kind of homeowner status they're in. And then we also have our accounts receivable view, kind of similar to aging, just gives you different option views to see there. And then finally, we have our board action items. So board action items are any items that are set up in CINC accounting for the board to take action on. They can then see those action items in their portal as well and be able to, complete those action items and then mark them as completed. All right. So that's just some of the few things we offer there. Now let me dive right into our newest feature, which is miscellaneous items. This is a feature that we're pretty excited to announce because it allows the management company to set up any type of miscellaneous item within their community that a homeowner can go in and purchase. And just like reservation payments, those transactions are processed online, tracked in our CINC accounting system automatically, and all those transactions get auto-reconciled. So before I dive into it from the homeowner side, what I want to do is show you the setup, how easy the setup is on the management side of things. So if you want to set up miscellaneous items, you would log into your admin portal. You go under manage content and you would just select miscellaneous items. From here, you'll select the association that you want to set up the miscellaneous items for. And you can see I already have a couple here that I've already set up. So let's go through the pool key fob. So when you're adding a miscellaneous item, it's going to ask you a couple different things that you want to get set up. This includes the name, the description, if you want to add a photo gallery, link a document folder, or even just enable it. So let's cover those and go back and forth between the homeowner portal and the admin site so you can see these features in action. So if I go to my miscellaneous items page, I will get to see all the items that are available for me to purchase. So you'll see I only see 2 here, even though 3 are set up here. That's because we disabled the headband. So it just makes it very easy for you if it's out of stock or you're not going to sell it anymore, but you might in the future, so you don't want to delete it altogether. You can just uncheck the enabled checkbox right here, and then it won't be shown to the homeowner site. Going back to the pool key fob example, the photo gallery, any photo gallery that you set up and you want to link to that miscellaneous item, you can do so right here by just checking that box and selecting the photo gallery you want to link it to. On the homeowner side, they can click that photo gallery and it'll let them just see whatever photos are set up within that, that photo gallery, and they can look at it. The description and the name, that's pretty self-explanatory. That's just what's going to show up on the miscellaneous item listing page, and you can add any description or name that you want to here. All right, now we get down to the payment details. So this is just a $5 pool key fob. It is marked as refundable, and there is a disclosure agreement that they have to agree to. So all of these things you can kind of set up as optional. Obviously, the payment amount would be required. Marking it as refundable is an optional option for you. And then the disclosure agreement is also optional. If you do add a disclosure agreement, it forces the homeowner to check a box saying they agree to that disclaimer before they make their purchase. Next is fulfillment. So we've made it really easy for the management company, if they want to. We've given them the option of whether or not they want to track the fulfillment of those items. So if a homeowner has purchased an item and the management company knows, okay, I need to email, or not email, sorry, I need to mail out 10 different pool key fobs to 10 different homeowners, you can, and they want to keep track of who they've mailed it out to and who they haven't. We have what we call our fulfillment queue. This allows you to place that item once it has been purchased by the homeowner into this fulfillment queue. Then the management company can go into the admin portal and mark each item as fulfilled as they mail it out to the homeowner. This just gives them that satisfaction that they've completed that task, and it goes over to the completed tab after they've fulfilled it. That is completely optional. If you don't want to track your fulfillment and you just want to mark it as completed after purchase, just have the auto fulfill option marked as yes. That there's nothing else you need to do for the management company side. It'll just automatically move to the completed state after it's been purchased, and you're good to go. All the email notifications for miscellaneous items will obviously go to the homeowner for the payment confirmations, refunded notifications, or anything like that. If you also want to send out notifications to the management company, you get to decide who gets those notifications here. You can set it up just by clicking this button and deciding which group or person gets it from this list here, or you can manually enter an email address here, or a combination of both. And then you get to mark which email notifications you want to go out. This would be to the management company. The fulfillment email only goes to the management company right now. The homeowner will see it marked as fulfilled if they go to the details of their miscellaneous item page. All right, so now let's kind of see it in action here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and let's say me as a homeowner, I want to purchase a pool key fob. I'm going to click purchase now. It's going to automatically pull in my information. I'm going to fill out one thing it didn't fill out is the phone number, since this homeowner did not provide one. So you just have to fill out that. Homeowner can add any notes if they need to while they're checking out. And then those notes will be saved to that homeowner's correspondence record. Once you fill out all the information, you click next. This just takes you to an overview of what exactly they're buying. This is where that documentation comes into play. So if you go back to that setup of the amenity or the miscellaneous item, you can see where you can link a document folder. So if there's any required documentation that you want the homeowner to be able to look at while they're checking out, you just link it to whatever document folder that you've put those documents in, and then those documents will show up during the checkout process here, and they can download those if needed. I'm just going to go ahead and click pay now. Whoops, I get that wrong every time. Once they've entered their information, it will then let them know of any fees that are associated with their transaction. So it gives them a complete breakdown of the cost. And then it will give them that disclaimer that you set up if you did set one up that they do have to agree to. So notice I can't confirm my purchase until I said I've read and agreed to the above disclaimer. I'm going to go ahead and click confirm purchase. Now it's processing my transaction. For any reason the transaction gets declined, it'll let the homeowner know right away that your card has been declined and that you need to update your payment information. In this case, the purchase was successful, so we'll click OK. And now the homeowner can immediately track that purchase by going to their miscellaneous item history page. When they look at their miscellaneous item history page, they'll see all the miscellaneous items that they've purchased, and they can break that down between ones that they've paid for and ones that have been refunded as well. So you'll see the pool key fob that I just purchased right here. If I click into the details of it, that just gives you a breakdown of when the item was purchased and what the cost of it was, and then any notes that were added. Every step of the way, we make a system note for that miscellaneous item purchase. This just gives the management company and the homeowner what I like to call an audit trail of that transaction. So you can see if the item was refunded or if the item was fulfilled. All those system notes get created, and both the management company and the homeowner can see those system notes so they can see the history of that particular transaction, and then contact the management company for any reason that they need to. All these notes that you see here are also available in the CINC accounting site under that homeowner's correspondence record. There's a unique correspondence record created for every miscellaneous item transaction, and then all the notes within that transaction are within that one correspondence record. All right. So from the management company side, now I want to go in and look at the history of those miscellaneous item purchases. So under the management side, I'm going to click under administration and click manage miscellaneous item payments. When I click that, I'm just going to select which item I need to look at details for. This particular item was sent to the fulfillment queue. So I'm going to choose the association I want to look at. I'm going to look at the item that was just purchased, and that's this one right here that we just did. And I'm going to click manage. When I click manage from here, I can have a couple different options that I can do. I can either refund it. I can refund it as a partial or full amount, and I can decide how much I get to refund, either by dollar or by percentage. I can also add any notes that I want to. So these notes will also be added to that homeowner correspondence record. You can mark the note as public or internal. A public note, the homeowner is going to see that note if they click on the details of their item. An internal note would only be visible to the management company, either through the admin portal here or on the CINC accounting site for that homeowner's correspondence record. What I want to do though is I just want to fulfill the item. So I'm just going to click fulfill. And then it just gives you the alert that the item has been fulfilled and moved to the completed status. Now, if I'm on the homeowner site and I want to look at that item again, I can see that the item has now been marked as fulfilled, and I know that it's on the way. I'm going to get it soon in my mailbox. From the management company side, if I go over to the completed tab and click on that association, I'm going to see the full history of all completed purchases. So you can narrow this down with each column. If you're looking for a specific transaction ID, if you know what that transaction ID is, you can search for it here. Or you can search for it by the item itself or the homeowner name, whatever the case may be. And then you can quickly do sort features here to kind of get to the one that you're looking for. So there's one I want to focus on here, which is this parking pass. This is when I made this transaction right before this webinar started. And I made this transaction because I want to demonstrate a refund. So let's say this person made this parking pass transaction in error, and they've asked, can I please get this item refunded? So all the management company has to do is click into the details of that particular transaction, say they want it refunded, and decide on the amount they want to refund. I'm going to refund the full amount. And I'm just going to click refund. And while that refund is being processed, again, you're getting the system note that's being created for that audit trail. So now the homeowner is not only going to get the refund email confirmation, they're also going to look in their miscellaneous items history, and they're going to be able to see all items that have been refunded, including the one that I just refunded just now. And then again, you see that refund, a full refund has been processed for this particular miscellaneous item. All right, now let's go quickly over to the CINC accounting side and show how these transactions are tracked in CINC. So while I'm in CINC, every single miscellaneous item that you set up, you tie to a GL account. So when you're in your CINC accounting site here, you would click on the system menu and go to assessments. From here, just scroll down and you're going to see a new miscellaneous items tab. When you click that tab, you're automatically going to see every single miscellaneous item that I have set up for this particular association. And you're going to want to set up GL accounts for each one of those items. Could be the same GL account, whichever way you prefer to set it up. Once you've set up that GL account, that will again make it visible on the homeowner side. It will hide that miscellaneous item from the homeowner portal until a GL account has been created. And that's just because we have to track it. So it has to have that GL account for the homeowner to be able to purchase it. So because these all have GL accounts and have made a couple transactions, let's look and see what those transactions look like. So under banking, if we go to bank account register, you're going to see all these transactions. So the ones that we just made today include the refund that I just processed, and then you see the $50 refund. And you also see the pool key fob that I also purchased. And you'll notice for each one of these transactions, it's going to give you the transaction ID, it's going to give you the homeowner ID, and it's going to give you the name of the homeowner that purchased it. So this just kind of gives you insight into exactly who made that purchase and what the purchase was, and it lets you easily track it down if there's any adjustments that need to be made. Again, all these transactions get auto-reconciled. That makes it very easy for the accountants to track and manage all these payments that are coming through, and just kind of makes your life a little bit more simple to be able to handle all these miscellaneous items. One more thing I want to show you before we get wrapped up with miscellaneous items, and that is one thing I forgot to cover is when you're setting up your miscellaneous items here, let's say you have 300 different associations that you manage, and each one of them has a pool key fob. We definitely do not expect you to have to manually set up 300 different pool key fob items. So once you've set it up for one association, all you have to do is select that item and click duplicate and say which associations are also going to utilize this pool key fob, copies that entire setup over to those associations as well. And that just kind of quickly makes you be able to have those items available on the homeowner site. All right. So that is our miscellaneous items feature.
Awesome.
Jessica,
Yeah, so exciting. First, I can't imagine how many people who have joined us today have received a lost key request in their inbox. As a homeowner, I know I'm guilty of sending that to my property manager or my HOA board of who do I get a pool key from, who do I contact for my pool key, etc. So just imagine this platform in that case alone and how much that's going to cut down on the request that you receive just by being able to offer up your homeowners this convenience. Secondly, Brad, I'm so grateful you remembered to go back and show the ability to apply this to all associations. Brad brought up a really important note that I think is great for people who are not our customer to be aware of, and our customers just to be aware of. There's a lot of other software platforms out there that can allow you to have certain features and benefits and excitement or whatnot. There aren't a lot that allow you to apply it to your entire portfolio. And that is always something to just be very mindful of. Brad showed you one instance that we really value and we honor here at CINC is just knowing that you do not want to have to make a pool key request for 300 associations. I don't even want to make a pool key request for 20. So in that situation, we take that value and we replicate it. So you heard Brad talk about auto reconciliation. Any customer on here, I hope you're utilizing auto reconciliation in that way of one click to auto reconcile your entire portfolio. At CINC, we hear a lot with our product team. Their main focus and their everyday mission is to cut down on the number of clicks required to get things set up. So don't be surprised if you see miscellaneous items continue to evolve in the months or maybe year to come. with just continuing to minimize those clicks. That's Brad's biggest mission every time he comes in here, along with the rest of his team on the product side. So just wanted to point out a few of those things because it's really important to be aware of whenever you are operating within software or evaluating software. So I thought I would mention that. Brad, lastly, before we end our time today, I thought we could just talk through the homeowner app and what is so different or cool about it. Can you share? I know that like we're coming up on time, so we can't necessarily dive in, maybe next webinar, but can you just share like what are some of the highlights of our CINC HOA board app?
Sure. So we offer a great mobile app that works hand in hand with our web portals. Everything that you set up in the web portal, all these different pages, all these different screens, once you set them up in the web portal, they're also available in the app. So if you don't want to set up violations, then the violation screen won't be available on the app either. So it works hand in hand with those templates that you're creating on the web portal of what the homeowner is going to see or who can see what screen as far as board members, tenants, homeowners. Another great feature of our homeowner app is we make it brandable to the management company. So it's not going to say it's a CINC system homeowner app. It's going to say it's the management company's homeowner app. It's going to be the management company storefront that the people are going to search for in the app stores with the branded app store icon or app icon of that management company. And our implementation team does a great job working with the management company to make sure they get all those image assets. So the app that they're getting looks like the management company's app and not a CINC app. We want them to be able to say, this is our app and not an app that's being offered by CINC. We think it's kind of powerful to show that the management company has this homeowner app, and the homeowner app, that's what they're going to be searching for. They're going to be searching for the management company's app. They're not going to know the CINC name. So we like to make that very branded to the management company. And that goes down to colors, fonts, images, logos, and like I said, the app icons and storefronts themselves.
Very cool. Very cool. And all of our entities communicate together. So it really helps to be an all-in-one platform. So like Brad said, anything that you update or you add as a feature, whatnot in your homeowner facing portal that we see right here on his screen, syncs over to your HOA board app. And same on the payment side, as he showed us today with CINC accounting functionality and us being able to track all of that from homeowner engagement and homeowner payments and any transactions there, CINC all the way through. So once again, eliminating that need for you to have to swivel chair to multiple logins and to try to track and manage and understand the full engagement or full transaction and history between homeowners, property managers, and the association management companies themselves. So once again, more transparency across the board. And so I hope you guys got something today. I know that every time we do these, I learn more. So Brad, thank you so much for your time. We always appreciate it. If anybody has any questions about what you saw here today, or maybe you want to dive in further, if you're a customer of CINC, always remember to lean on your account managers. That's what they're here for. That's what makes us unique to CINC. Every customer has a dedicated account manager to walk hand in hand through features like this, miscellaneous items, or anything else that could help better your business. If you're not a customer, of CINC's and you want to dive in further, maybe you do want to take a look at the HOA board app or, have some questions around miscellaneous items, by all means, reach out. That's what we're here for. You can go to cincsystems.com. There's a request a demo button. Clicking that button doesn't mean you get haggled about a demo. It truly puts you in contact with the best team to take care of you in your region and start that process of answering any of your questions. So hope you all got a lot out of today. Look forward to seeing you all on our next webinar. Till then, be well, take care, and have a great day.